Hey guys, it's Mike with Canine Revolution Dog Training. I've got a really good video to show you guys here. We were working with Olivia on her leash reactivity, specifically with other dogs when they start barking. She's really good with pretty much almost everything except she can pass dogs close proximity, but if they growl or bark, something like that, it can set her off. So that's the thing we're working on primarily with her right now. So for some context, you're going to see in the first part of the video where she's completely relaxed, she's making good decisions, she can hear the dogs barking, they're about 20 feet away, I think. She's choosing to ignore them, and we're rewarding her for that good decision, that good choice. And then you're going to see in the second part, it's a prime example of the right moment to correct. You want to correct as early as possible in the process of loading. You've probably heard me mention that in my other videos, and I've talked about it in Instagram posts and other places. Loading was when the dog's mind begins to escalate and it leads to an explosion, basically. So you'll see in the video I've put commentary on there to show the exact moment when I should have corrected, because this is the thing with this video. It shows what real training looks like. Nobody's perfect. Training doesn't always go super smooth all the time. You see lots of other videos on YouTube and everywhere, people training dogs, and the dogs are doing exactly what they're asking them to do first time or within a few tries. The dogs are cooperating for the most part, and everything's, you know, going really smooth, and you think, oh well, that looks really easy, I can do that and it should work, and then you have kind of false expectations. So it's a learning experience for myself and for you guys. You're gonna see what happens. We got distracted by another dog that was approaching, and I should have been watching Olivia the whole time. I took my eyes away from her for a few seconds, and those few seconds were the key moment where I could have corrected, but I didn't. I missed it. She explodes, she starts barking at the other dogs, so then we just have to remove her from the situation and calm her down. She is using, we have her on her prong collar and her remote collar. Yes, you can use them both at the same time. We were correcting with very low level on the remote collar, somewhere between 8 to 10. Don't worry about the specific numbers, but those are just the numbers I was using that we were finding were effective with Olivia in this type of situation at the level of arousal, the level of loading that she was getting to where we were correcting. You'll see once the dog gets past that point in loading and they become, they're set off, they go into drive basically and they explode, it's too late to correct at that point. You can, but the correction then has to be much, much heavier, and we don't like to do that. If you correct at the earliest point, the correction doesn't have to be so severe. It can just be a light to moderate, like an elbow nudge, like, hey, leave that alone, don't worry about it. So, hopefully my rambling makes sense. I'll go ahead and show the video and you can see what happens. Again, this is showing real training. This is what it looks like. We then go back after the explosion, after she has calmed down. It's important that you don't try again until the dog has calmed right down, because otherwise it's going to be very easy for them to load and explode again. So you want to put out that fuse before they explode. And you'll see when we go back again, we're able to walk right past those dogs within 15 feet. They're barking on the other side of the fence, and you can watch Olivia's head. She's looking but not looking. You can tell she's making that decision, like, well, it's not worth it to look at those, and my owners are saying it's okay to ignore them. I don't have to be worried about that. That goes along with advocating for your dog that I talk about a lot. Another thing I wanted to mention, in the first part, you'll notice, sorry, Olivia's making all kinds of noise here in the forest. She's having fun. You'll notice in the first part, I'm pointing to Olivia's forehead and her ears, because you can see the difference in body language when she's calm. There's no forehead wrinkles. Her ears are up a little bit, but that's okay. She's just listening to things around her, and that's fine. she's not really scanning in that point. She's not loading at all. Where you'll see the point where she goes and she loads and then explodes, her ears perk up much more. She becomes laser focused. She turns towards the dogs, and at that point it's too late. We're past beyond the point of no return. You just have to remove her from the situation, calm her down, start over again. But it's the forehead wrinkling when they start to focus on something. That's the point to intervene with just a low level or moderate correction. If the correction isn't working to break them from that focus, then you need to ramp up your the intensity of the correction. So again, we're working with just very low intensity, very low on the e-collar, because when you correct it early, it doesn't need to be a severe correction, just very low level. And also you're going to see lots of rewarding, lots of, yes, praise and reward, and that's what makes up the majority of balance training. So enjoy the video, learn from my mistakes, and yeah, I hope this helps you. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.
Normally Livy can't be this close to these two guys. She gets really upset and reacts, but she's being pretty good. Do you want to try walking?
So today, she's like, what dog bark?
Mm-hmm.
Last time,
yeah,
it was.
But last time you were also on the sidewalk. But we're
terrible.
slowly getting closer.
She's deciding right now. I don't care about those barking dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just chilling. I'm relaxed. I'm gonna put my head down. I'm gonna sniff the grass.
She whined a little bit because her normal reaction is to like explode and be upset, but
There's other dogs in here. No. She's relaxed though.
yeah.
You see her forehead?
Yeah.
Ears are staying down. There's no forehead.
Good girl.
Good job. Lots of rewards. Good girl. Good job.
Good girl. There's another one. Excellent.
That one's over here too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll leave them be.
You want to go that way?
We can go up this way a bit and then come back a bit, I guess. Yes.
So
Nope.
we're going back this way.
Good. Yes.
Just to see her reaction coming back this way. The one dog, the sheepdog there, he's already spied her. There's the lone howler. Sorry, I know the camera's a bit wobbly, but it's kind of hard to there we go, focus Livy. Good job.
Yes.
Yes.
Good girl. Good job.
Do you want to walk a little bit? And we don't have to necessarily go right up on the drive.
So she may naturally want to move away,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine.
So it was a little bit of a whine. Good job. Good job. Is he hiding? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Because he's scared?
No, he does this thing when he's close, and he'll jump up and play.
That is so
Oh
cute.
my gosh, the face.
That's so funny.
And this is like a nightly occurrence.
Oh yeah, always. Thank you. Well, we're training her right now, so yeah. Okay, so we've removed Olivia, so the other dogs are way over there, but they're still there, and we're just calming down. She's in a double down, which helps put them in a relaxed state. And the explosion was, it was a little bit our fault. We were talking to the people and not so much focusing on Olivia, and we should have been focusing on Olivia. So those dogs got a little sassy, and then they got overexcited because they saw the Boston as well. So Olivia was like, oh, I'm going to join in the explosion. But she was able to recover quickly. We backed her up a bit. Good girl. You're a very good girl. Would you like to continue on our way? You did. You're a good girl. Nobody's perfect. No. This is what training is. Yeah. I know you're frustrated. It's okay. Do you want to continue our walk?
Sure.
So we're walking by now, and she was actually pulling like away to get farther away, where before she wanted to get close. Good job. Good. I'm right here, baby. Okay, so this is our last round. We're going past. And then we're going to finish our walk. So here she is. Oops, sorry. Here she is. She's checking to see if they're there. And then she tends to she looks to see if they're there, and then she looks away. Oh, see?
She sees the dog,
Yeah.
and she's deciding.
She looks
No,
away.
that's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's,
Good
I
job.
don't need to be concerned about
And we're
that.
getting closer every time.
Hi, puppy.
Did you hear those kids? Those are the mean dogs.
Okay. Maybe
Like, no.
Maybe they're referring
They're
to
just,
those,
yeah,
those
no,
ones.
those ones over there, because they bark.
Oh, we have 2 dogs.
Good job.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl. I wish I had my